So I don't think looking for an end is quite the right way of looking at it, but I think we are entering a period of moderation in terms of pace and tone, importantly. So basically, we had after the late July domestic market crash, you had a press conference from the CSRC which talked about greater communication and collaboration between departments to improve and coordinate the relationship with investors, improving the transparency and the predictability of policy measures. Now, this week, we've seen all of the tech guys crash on this state administration and market regulation laundry list of bad actors, both from the platforms and the sellers on those platforms. But actually, if you look closely, most of these things aren't new. This is a recapitulation of a bunch of stuff which has already been happening. So to my mind, I think we are entering a phase in which the communication and clarity of this regulatory agenda is improving. And I see, honestly, at this point, most of these tech stocks that have been beaten up, 45% since February is looking quite attractive, particularly relative to new energy, which has jumped by about the same amount. So I think the winners are looking overbought, the losers are looking oversold.
The losers are looking oversold, and as you pointed out, those losses have been painful. But it seems like investors are still wary, and that's why with every incremental piece of news, the stock only goes down. All of these majors only go down. And you're talking about there needs to be a balance in how the regulators exercise greater control with the need to preserve Chinese firms' ability to tap global capital. My concern there is the more the news keeps coming out, the more investors keep stepping back. And so how do you strike that balance?
That's an absolutely excellent question. And so this implementation side of things is hard, that CSRC is trying to reassure investors, but at the same time, they're trying to coordinate with multiple regulatory bodies and a ton of different governments, ministries and departments that all have their own priorities. So it's not going to be a simple or a smooth process. We're going to get more hiccups like this. But even at this point, talking to our clients, there are quite a number of people who are either ready to step back in or have already done so. Q2, Goldman Sachs bought 6 million shares in the CSI tech index, internet stocks index. Like there are large institutional investors already stepping back into the breach here.